Have you made a mixtape, podcast, or radio show in the last month?
No.
I just thought the irony of that is just brilliant.
It should be, have you done one and done it well? No, absolutely.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Dance Party 247 podcast. You got myself, DJ Envy, DJ Wongy, DJ Te. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for next time we release a podcast or go live. Today we are going to be taking a online DJ quiz from Digital DJ Tips. We all have different questions because they're all picked at random, but we're going to do our best to keep a bit of consistency.
Okay, so we came across this test the other day on Digital DJ Tips. So it's going to run through the first page to give you an idea what this test will test and what you will get out of it and why it'd be a good idea for you actually to take a test. So it says the DJ test, powered by Digital DJ Tips, benchmarks exactly where you're at currently in your DJing. Afterwards, we'll give you a free personalized coaching report and video series giving you dozens of ways you can improve your DJing for more gigs, fun, and success fast. It'll give you a score, and obviously there's some obviously testimonials down here. It says uncover your strengths and weaknesses. The 5 areas covered, 5 elements of DJing success is your gear, knowing what gear to choose, for example. Music, your ability to hear, pick out, choose, and organize a playlist. Techniques, different DJ techniques you need to know. Playing out, knowing how to do your job in public, and promoting yourself, which every successful DJ knows how to market themselves effectively. So that's what it's going to pick out, the 5 areas. So if we go into the test, Wongy's already got his up. So first question, Wongy.
Okay, so the first question is, do you network with venue owners, managers, promoters, and other DJs?
I'll answer that one. Currently, I don't. That's a short one. I used to, but I don't.
Well, you do. You do, because we run the station. You're networking with other DJs all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're networking with Beat Hubs right now. We've been networking with the DJ Tutor.
Yeah.
So
yeah, okay. So event organisers and bars, I don't. Okay, event organisers, we've made a new contact in Calvin on Beat Hubs. So I suppose technically it's a yes, a tentative yes. Then maybe.
Yeah. I would put a yes.
Okay, yeah, you've got to take. I would say yes as well. You've got to take out the current climate, ain't you?
Yeah.
In what we're in. So forget about coronavirus and all that.
Okay. Yeah. I used to obviously be more connected to my local scene. Let's put it that way. Than I am now. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. My answer is a tentative yes. So I've come down 51% on the yes.
Yeah. And would you, Envy? Would you say yes?
Yes.
I'd say yes.
Because he's the same answer as me. plus. Okay. Secondly, plus Ben, he does the male guy who does our voiceovers.
Yes.
He is a promoter and he'll want to be starting back up again. So yes, we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go next. If the music stops halfway through a DJ set, would you be confident you could fix the problem and get the music playing again?
Yes.
Yes.
Look, you're getting
Maybe. Depends what we're using.
No, that ain't what it's asking. If the music stops halfway through a DJ set, would you be confident you could fix the problem and get the music playing again? Answer honestly.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe.
You have. You told one of the stories where you had a lady pour stuff all over your equipment and you got it working again.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, with a hairdryer and that. Yeah.
So that, although irrespective of the equipment, you got it, the music and the party back.
Yeah.
Might take an hour, but you got it.
I mean, for me, I'd be confident. I'm pretty good with tech, and I've had issues with my 1210s, and I managed to fix them. I actually had an issue with the 1210 on Saturday when I was doing vinyl. I got the phono problem, and I managed to fix that in the middle of the set. No one even noticed.
You've even finished fixed get it right. Fix broken mics with about 3 people helping you on a radio show as well.
Yeah, but in fairness, right, that was a problem, wasn't it? That was a massive problem.
And mixers.
Like, I had a mixer go down and a microphone all in the same show.
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you do? It's like I'm on the phone to T, I'm on the phone to Spongy, and I've got Spongy coming with a new mic. I've got T helping me change over a mixer live on air.
And you got viewers.
It was interesting, and I'm still trying to mix as well. it was pretty it was a bit of a challenge, that one. I mean, that's very rare, things like that go wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it does. So if you have 2 problems in one night at the same time, then
you're damn unlucky.
Yeah, if you can get through that, you can call yourself pretty tech, even if you have got help, because it's not something you can do on your own, is it? You've got to have more than one set of hands.
Sometimes it takes a collaborative effort. Sometimes you might be on your own, so you have to deal with it accordingly. But okay, next question. Do you make a conscious effort to listen to music every day?
Yes.
I do.
I don't make a conscious effort. I just do it.
Yeah, naturally, yeah.
So because that question's a bit conflicting, isn't it? Because I don't consciously think, right, I've got to listen to music today. I just do it. Yeah. Music will just be on at some point in my day. There will be music on. Generally, when I'm in the car, or as it stands, when I'm building the studio with Mr. Wongy, there will always be music in the day. I don't consciously think about it. So, what would you answer?
I answer. Well, it's a yes question anyway, consciously or subconsciously, because in the car it's on. I listen to Radio 1 personally here in the UK. Sometimes when it gets boring, I'll listen to Capital. It was Galaxy back in the day, but some little station down London decided to take over the network and call it.
Oh, that little station, absolutely huge, mate.
Anyway, and I will flick between obviously what's current in the charts. I don't watch or listen to the charts particularly, but obviously got an idea in terms of listening to that. Kids complain there's no music in the car. If I'm at home, I will listen to other streams. I'll listen to Pete Tong on a regular basis as well, even if it's not live. I will listen to it while washing up the dishes or something like that. So I consciously do listen to tracks and music, and obviously then literally once a week, because that's the way my week works out. On a Friday before my Saturday set, I probably listen to 3 or 4 hours worth of music to put a set together. So that is very conscious.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the last 3 weeks, I don't think I've actually put a set together. I've just dragged and dropped and hoped for the best. Because I've been very busy. Mr. Wongy hasn't actually done a set in 3 weeks, have you, Mr. Wongy? I don't think.
No, but to be fair, I have the time.
No, it is. I've only done it literally because it's been at the end of the day. You have to go to work, don't you?
Yeah.
So if you didn't have to go to work, we would still be in the studio doing it. So I suppose consciously that I would, but I don't think about it. So it's kind of subconsciously in it.
It's still a yes, though, isn't it?
Yes. that was a long ass explanation. Who do I sound like? Oh no, that way.
Well, whatever your screen is, Mr. Wongy.
Yeah, I don't know where you're kind of like all over the place. Yeah, right, go on, Mr. Wongy.
Yeah, I naturally listen to it. Again.
No, you must no.
Next
read the next question.
We've answered that one.
Read the next question.
Do you ever use more than 2 decks in your DJing?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I can, but my decks are buggered. So yes, I try to. I have to take my deck apart for about the 5th time to put a CD in it with jingles to try and do that. Something I'm itching to do is get a 3rd or a 4th deck so I can pack acapellas and stuff like that in. So I've got the decks, but they're buggered, so I can't at the moment. Yeah, but
I did do that live 3-deck mix, didn't I? It didn't turn out quite like I wanted it to, but I was having a moment.
Yeah.
I think I bought them in at the wrong times. But yeah, I do.
What about you, Mr. Wongy?
I have used for a 3-deck system. I also got a jingle on a separate CD drive thing player.
Very technical. Thingy.
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing. Yeah. The thingy my bob I got just over there. Just me thingy me bob.
It's like CDs. CD deck. On my CD deck, I have a separate CD deck. I've had 2 vinyls running and also done a digital track in it as well. I've practiced on it. Yes.
Playing My Little Pony don't count.
Why not?
When preparing for a gig, do you go through your tunes beforehand to choose what you might want to play on the night?
Absolutely, totally.
As a rule, generally I do, but like I said previously, I've been too busy to actually do that. So I've been sort of winging it last few weeks, but on a whole, yeah, I do. Mr. Wongy?
No, not generally. I prepare. I do prepare music. If it's going digital, I prepare it and have it just in a crate. But I don't preset. I very rarely. I very rarely put a set together. Like practice one beforehand.
That's why it takes hours to get through a set, because eventually it gets to peak at hour 7. I just like, if you get a set, you can get your peak in about 80, 90 minutes, mate, and then just bring it back down again. 2-hour set, done. It's like, oh, what am I supposed to be doing here? I've got all these tracks, I'll just play and play and play. Oh yeah, I'm DJing, I better do something about this. Better start the journey with 3 hours into this now.
Yeah, well, you know, do like a marathon.
Do you know how to play a warm-up slot DJ set?
Yes. T, funny enough, this is something we spoke about a few weeks ago, wasn't it? About warm-up sets.
I spoke to you about it because it's when I linked you the Eats Everything DJ Mag, how I play video on YouTube, and we talked about warm-up sets, and that's how we learned a whole lot, rather than go to the raves where you start from A to B and every DJ just went bang straight in, bangers all the way. So I've done warm-up sets, I've done mid sets, I've done end sets, so for me I've done a bit of everything. Mr. Wong?
Yeah, well, if I do a marathon set, I'll do my own warm-up, don't I?
There's 7 hours to warm up for a 1 hour set.
I've done various sets, yes, warm-ups and stuff. I've like you say, I've done the mids, I've done the ends, you know. All right.
Mr. Wongy.
Are you confident playing DJ sets that move between genres and BPMs?
Yeah.
I did it on Saturday. I started off with main room dance and ended up in electro. So, yeah. Granted, I played them all at 130, 131, 129, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was easy to do. The king of that is DJ Simon, isn't he?
Yeah,
he is the king of going from one type of music to the next type, to going from 80 beats to 200 beats a minute. He is the king at that.
To be fair, if you go on to many, if you're going to do that, like you say, if you're going to go down to sort of something like 100 beats, 110, and your other tracks you're playing at 125, 130, there are tools out there on many of the DJ pool sites whereby you typically it's under a tool section of DJ tools, or transitions where they take you from one beat and bring it up to another, or bring it down accordingly. So you can use, I say it's cheating, but obviously it's preset that you can just go from one BPM or one genre into another.
What would you call it?
I would say basically it's being
it's cheating.
Smart. It's not.
It's cheating.
It's not.
It's cheating. It's cheating.
I've never used them. I never downloaded one at all. But If I have, it's maybe by mistake and gone, I've never played it because I realise obviously I don't use that because I typically on the set when I'm doing on the radio is typically genres that flow into each other. They're all around the same BPM. But yes, obviously doing mobiles, you're completely different genres all the time. Some of you are a mix, some of you won't. Some pop songs, some slower songs. Yeah, sometimes you mix them, sometimes you're just blending them. But yeah, quite happy to go from one genre to another without even in mix or not in mix and dropping them or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yep. Okay. Who's next?
Is it me?
Yeah.
We done? Yeah, okay. Right. Are you comfortable taking and dealing with requests?
Yes. Yeah.
I've got a two-part answer to that, so whoever you go first.
Yeah, me too. It's probably the same bloody answer.
Right, should I say it? Yes, I can take requests, but no, I don't.
But no, sod off.
I'll burst sub answer to that. Depending on what environment. If I'm doing a multi-genre wedding and stuff like that, I will ask in advance for a list of play songs and non-play songs, and then open it to requests. If I'm doing a set that's more dance orientated, I will listen to perhaps what somebody's going to say to me because I don't want to offend anyone. And once or twice, somebody suggested something that may well work, but typically. You it's like playing snooker. Watching snooker today, you're 3 or 4 tracks in front. Well, I am 3 or 4 tracks in front of where you're going to go and where you wish to take it. So you play mini sets within a set, and somebody sets a request, and you go like, "Yeah, but it's not going to come right now. maybe
it might
later on.
It might come in 15 tracks time, or it might come in 5 tracks. That people, if you don't DJ, you don't know about going from one. You don't know. A lot of people don't understand that. They just think you can go from that track to that track. And it don't work like that. You can, but it don't. It might not sound right.
If you get a good suggestion, then yes, it can work. But typically, even then, you have to sort of edge it in or make room for it or drop another track. It doesn't happen literally straight away. No, it's probably in the wrong key. It kills the mood or anything. So, great idea. But typically, I'll accept them, but I don't always play them.
Yeah, I mean. Same for me. I don't mind. I'll listen to what they've got to say, but generally I do what I want because it just doesn't flow. So on radio, doesn't matter too much, does it?
No.
If you've got it.
To fair, you don't get that many requests, but the number of times you play and number of tunes you play, you don't get many requests, do you? If you do, it's so left field that you won't have it. It's like, do you play hip hop? And you're playing acid house. Yeah, I play hip hop. Of course I do. It's like it ain't gonna work.
So I mean, if I take requests, it's mainly if when I'm doing vinyl, I take requests because I know more of my tunes because when I've come out of digital, I'm still learning my tunes. So for me to get I know it's like I'm still learning how to use the system as well.
I'll tell you what. I'll flip that question around. If I was going to make a request, I wouldn't necessarily ask for the track that I necessarily wanted, that I utmost want to hear that night. I would ask for a track that I know that I could put into the mix or the flow of things in the next several tracks. And
you're thinking like thinking like a DJ.
Yeah, because I know then there's a higher chance of me getting that track.
Yeah, but most people ain't DJs.
I know they're not.
If everyone was a DJ, we wouldn't have the problem, would we? Because there's no DJs go up and ask for tracks.
Well, no.
On a whole.
If I am out and I want to hear a particular track or something like that, or thinking, if the next couple of tracks, the vibe would be great if this track was played. But typically, I don't go and ask. No.
No. All right. Okay. Moving on. Do you know how to use body language and eye contact to connect with your audience?
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite simple, really, because if you're playing something, and you can see your audience, and they don't seem to be like really feeling it, there's the wrong type of vibe. So you've made eye contact with your audience straight away, and you're reading the crowd. So you would alternate the next track you'd alternate.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. If eyes went wide open, you can see the whites of their eyes, the mask dropped. They turned around and walked towards the bar thinking, this track ain't working, mate.
We've all had times like that in our life, haven't we?
Yeah.
I can read that body language, not a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Mr. T, go on.
Oh, it's Mr. Wongy, isn't it?
Oh,
Mr.
yes,
Wongy
me, yeah.
Oh,
Is your music collection organised well enough so that you can find what you want when you want it every time?
have it one, have it two, have it three, have it four.
Yes. Mr. Envy, would you like to answer that question?
I just did.
It never used to be, but it's better now. On a whole, now it is. But bear in mind, back in the day when I had Have It 1, Have It 2, Electro 1, Electro 2, Beatport 3, Beatport, like I knew what was on there.
Yeah.
That even though if I gave that CD to anybody else back then, they'd be like, well, what am I supposed to do with this?
Well, okay then.
But I knew what was on there.
You have half an idea now because you've played some of them again. But take yourself back 6 months, you had no clue again, did you?
No. But if you go back to vinyl, I could pull out a white label and go, I know what's on that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So it depends how you look at it, innit? It really does.
All my music is digitalized. I burn it to CD. If I'm on virtual DJ, I would have a crate like Wongy talked about before. So I have a crate there, and I have a sub crate. I'll have like a genre, and then within that, I might have another crate. Obviously, the current ones, and then I'll play some of those, pull some others. I'll make a crate or a folder for that particular set. So yes, they're all organized, and they're all keyed as well.
Okay, moving on.
Me, is it? Right, okay. Are you comfortable taking and dealing with requests? We've done that one. Answered yes. Next one. Is your music collection organized well enough? Yes, we've just done that question. Do you find it hard to play? Do you find it hard to play successful DJ sets when the audience is of varied ages and musical tastes?
I've never had that problem.
Do you find it hard? No.
No.
I've never really had that problem because generally, if you play charty dance music, you're pretty much guaranteed. 90% you're going to please 90% of that crowd. Yeah.
If you pull garage out, you're gonna please most of the people as well.
If you whip out a bit of trance or some hard house or some old school rave music, you're probably gonna clear the dance floor, aren't you? Yeah. Unless you're at that particular venue which is specific to that.
I would say that one is more akin to parties or house parties or birthdays and things of that nature where you play.
Yeah, that's more mobile stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, you're playing more. Definitely more multi-genre, or even in a bar situation as well, depending on your the profile of the people in there. Then you would play more multi-genre, and I'd play mini sets of that, 2 or 3 or 4 of one, and then change it. Yeah, literally. And you are correct, Envy, that if it's chart music, people listen to it on the radio. They quite like it, and you find that a lot more older people are into. They won't buy it, they won't necessarily play it, but they will listen to it. They'll listen and dance to it. Yeah.
So anything mainstream dance is generally a good go-to.
A long rounder,
All right, okay. Do you listen to types of music other than what you DJ with? Yes, I do.
Not as much as I should, but I do.
Yeah, I do, but I should listen to other stuff. Like I'll listen to Wongy. I don't necessarily particularly like things like hard house and trance and that. Not my sort of thing. But if he's doing a set, then I will listen. Not a big fan of tech house, but occasionally I do listen to some of them. But yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I would. Go on, Wongy.
Well, I was going to say I'm not like a great lover of garage, and No,
I know you moaned the other day about it.
Why is it going to? Anyway, I'm not a lover of garage. Sort of, the jungle and stuff. I'm not that love of that. I don't mind the early drum and bass, which is nice and light. But yeah,
I would even take it a step further. I'd go out of dance or electronic music altogether, literally.
Country and western.
maybe not that far, but certainly rock music is obviously the influence of my wife there. So I can play a lot of indie tracks and stuff like that. So I know they go down well, obviously with a certain super group of people. So I've played songs before today that the bar owners just dropped their mouth and gone, "What?" I can say WTF coming out. You know what I mean? It's like, and it was horrible. The look on their face, but then I look back at the dance floor, and once the people on the dance floor realized exactly what track it was, they went ballistic for it. And then the smile on the bar owner's face was like massive. It's like it was a risk, but.
I used to like Tenacious D, but I still do. Tenacious D, Puddle of Mud, them sort of things, which is like it's like grungy rock sort of stuff. Yeah. I mean, you must know who they are, T.
I mean, I if you asked me a go-to band that I would probably put on for something completely different, I'll put in some like Red Hot Chili Peppers or something like that.
Yeah,
would be. I love Jamiroquai, which is getting more to the funky side of sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, but then that kind of borders back into the dance remixes that they've done. So we've all played a bit of Jamiroquai at some point in our lives on a set.
Who's next?
My go, is it? Are you confident? Here's one for Wongy. Yeah. And I'm going to say it now before he answers. You can't do it without them now because it gets them out of trouble. Right, here comes the question. Are you confident using loops and filters and effects for you in your mix? And loops, Mr. Loops, when he went back to final, it's like, I got no loops. Don't know what to do. I'm running out of tune.
Yeah, I use effects all the time. I use loops occasionally. So yeah.
I use effects and loops.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, and then you complain when you ain't got them.
Okay. Do you find it difficult to get bookings outside of your town or city?
Well, I can't say yet.
As it stands, I find it impossible. I find it impossible to get a booking anywhere. I didn't.
In the past, we have DJ'd outside of our own town. Both of us have.
Yeah.
We DJ'd in a neutral location.
Yes.
Each of us. I came down to London. We went to Derby. Yeah.
Didn't quite close the plan, but yeah, we did. We done it. So that's a no then, isn't it? Do you find it difficult? No.
Mr. Wongy?
You're like the next one, Mr. Wongy.
Do you know how to mix in key? Yes.
Yes, use mixed in key. Simple.
I know how to do it. I just don't do it because I learned on vinyl. So just because I can do it, it doesn't mean I will do it. A lot of to be fair, a lot of DJs don't mix in key though. A lot of DJs don't. It's only really since digital DJing's been around that it's been a big thing. Because on vinyl, you unless you was a big name, you'd never know the key of the track. It was all done with ease.
Yeah, that's it.
If you came out of the Camelot wheel, which mixing key uses, if it's outside of the Camelot wheel in terms of A minor or E major and all, I'm like you. I have not a clue.
You was going to swear then, wouldn't
you? No.
Yeah, you were. You so was.
I can swear, but I'm not going to swear. No, I wouldn't know. I've once or twice had to have a look at what that number would be in, because I tell you what, this is how sad I am. Are we ready? I'm going to turn the camera around. Can I turn it around or not?
Oh my God!
I'll turn it around. Can you see what it says there?
You saddo.
I've got the Camelot wheel as a backdrop. So I can tell you, yes, I could lie. I could say, yes, 2B is F sharp major. Yeah, see?
I would have rolled with that if that was me. Just to sound intelligent.
D flat major, it's 3B.
Yeah. Okay. Who's next?
Me in it. Can I lie to this one as well? Have any of you, I know as well, if any of you tell me a lie on this one, have you ever won an award or competition for your DJing?
Of course I have. No, I haven't. No. Never.
No.
Well,
I've got a couple of Grammys now.
I didn't win an award, but I won an open deck night, if that counts.
It says an award.
Well, I didn't get anything, but I won an open deck night. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. Do you remember in Islington, Wongy, there was a place I used to go for open deck night sometimes.
Yeah.
They'd done a competition. You had 20 minutes on the decks to do your thing. And I won that. Granted, there was only 4 DJs, but I still won.
Do you remember we went down to South Woodford?
Southwood,
well, one of the clubs like sort of pub club thing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
R32 or something might have been. Or
So I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, that was years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I suppose that's a no then because I didn't get an award, but I did win.
You won, but no one gave you a trophy for it.
No, I didn't even get a free beer. Do you know what I mean? That's how tight they were. All right, okay. Moving on. Have you recently been written about in the press or featured on someone else's website or blog?
No.
Yes. We all have.
Have we? Blog?
So a blog is anything from a post, isn't it? A post is something about anything. So, for instance, I'm trying to think how to word it. So, one of our DJs mentioned the station.
Yeah.
Okay,
in a comment on Instagram. Hang on. Yeah. Some of our DJs also advertised our show, as in DJ Envy Live, DJ T Live, DJ Wongy Live. That's being mentioned in a blog type format
on socials. Yeah.
Okay, I would have said no because obviously rather than be sort of not long format, but obviously an article in a paper. Obviously, I have with athletics and stuff like that as an athlete, but as a DJ, nothing in the paper, nothing in a post, not directly in sort of like more than a couple of paragraphs.
Well,
or something like that.
It says website or blog or press. So on a website, yes, we're written about every week. Look, have you recently been written about in the press or featured on someone else's website or blog?
Yeah, somebody else's.
Yeah, on somebody else's we have, yeah.
I would answer that no, as in more traditional press, but yeah, that's me.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't say that, does it? It says website or blog and press.
Okay. Well, maybe if that is the case, that is 50.0000001% just to get you over the line. Because I'm like, my instinct is no, not yet. That would be my answer. Not yet. Well, I'm not good enough. So anyone listening, please write a post. Yeah, DJ T. Yeah, against DJ Envy and DJ Wongy, who's the best? And put an opinion, and we'll there you go.
Well, it's definitely not Wongy. It's definitely not T. Only leaves one person, doesn't it?
yeah.
Whatever.
Yes.
We will find out eventually. So it's not in that sense that somebody's written a blog. Yeah.
So that's a no then.
I would put that personally. I mean, put whatever you want, but I would say no for me.
Do you tend to buy all your music from the same place?
No.
Well, Wongy, you don't buy music. People give it to you. So, at the moment, I do. But back in the day, no.
Right.
So,
I've got about 3 or 4 websites that I've or DJ pools I've just in rotation.
Mr. Wongy, so do you get all your music in the same place? Yes, you do. I've actually thought about what I said, and you do. You got it all from the same person.
No, not all of it.
99% of it.
Well, yeah.
I think I gave you some the other week, didn't I?
Yeah.
So you had some off of me, some off of T, I think, and the rest come off of Spongy.
Yeah.
So technically, no, you don't. But you don't buy it either.
I'll put no down anyway.
All right.
Right,
Go on, T.
one. Do you know what DMX is, and could you set up a lighting system that uses it? Yes.
Right, hold it there.
Go.
Go on, Mr. Wongy, because we spoke about this a little while ago. Do you remember, T? About his Prime 4?
Yeah,
he was thinking about getting lights, and we was trying to explain it's going to cost too much money because then you need a separate system, you need a DMX system, you need this, you need that.
No is the answer. Just say no, Wongy.
I said no right from the beginning.
Yeah, I know the difference because obviously we went through this a few months ago when Wongy got his brand new Prime, and he was overexcited.
It was something. If I go back out doing mobiles again, it'd be something rather than doing light to sound. It's something that I would always have an interest in doing. I was doing a preset show and all that kind of stuff.
It's big money, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you could do simple DMX with simple DJ lights, and you can have just a little box and like that, and you can just do the colors, and maybe have a small bank of presets. You know what I mean? That's probably where I'd start.
But it does take time to. It takes a lot of time to put all that together. You got to be, excuse me. You have to be tech savvy in order to do that.
It gets really complicated when you take the DMX systems and then you put it into the computer. And then you've got a full proper concert light.
Well, you have to program one. You have to program one at a time.
Yeah.
From what I understand, and then by the time you get to the end, they've all got to work. They have to work together. And if you don't get one quite right, you don't get the right show.
But I'm confident to get a couple of lights. Put them. I would love to get some moving heads. So I'd want to obviously put them in sync rather than obviously you can just sync them together, which is dead easy. But I would. Some of them are DMX is already in the actual control panel. You just pick a preset program because that's all it is. But yes, if you're asking me to get a little controller, which I can change the color of the lights and change the rotation and put a little program in and then put it into a bank, I'm confident enough to do that. I would have turned out very well or not. That's a different matter. Well, there we go.
All right. Okay. This one's for Mr. Wongy. Do you know the difference between an audio interface and a MIDI controller?
No.
Yes.
No. Well, no.
Well, no. No. Sort of.
I would
explain.
The mixers that Envy and I got are MIDI controllers. So that uses a code that basically will manipulate the software. So if you put it into a piece of software, it recognizes it natively,
like virtual DJ or something like that, is what you're saying.
Plug it in the back, plug it into the computer, and literally it will click. So when you move the crossfader on the screen will move. It's a MIDI. Yeah, it's receiving a signal and it's reciprocating a movement or a control at the other end because you're manipulating it.
Where an audio interface wouldn't do that.
An audio interface would be something more like a external sound card.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty simple.
Right. This one. This one's for you, Envy. You ready?
We're not competitive and try and trip each other up at all, are we? You know what I mean?
No. Right, come then, Wongy.
Ready? Right. Do you get a lot of praise when you DJ?
I would put in bracket self-praise all the time.
No, I do. A lot of people do say good set. The weekend, a few people said good set. So yeah,
you should not. That's being the very British politeness. So you say thank you, they go good set, and it's like I just said it because it makes me feel good.
No, no, but I mean, you yourself, T and Wongy, like you both get told you do good sets.
You know what? I think that
I actually got told I had a great set this weekend. Actually.
Oh, okay. I would say
Spandex Man.
I wouldn't go that far. Anyway,
I didn't think it was that good either, but they obviously did.
on a positive note, that I think what we should do as DJs typically, very much we do amongst our own sort of branded DJs, dance party 24/7, part of the family kind of thing. We praise each other. We listen to some of the sets apart or it's in the background, and we show appreciation. Sometimes that is like more close of like cheers, good set, as in well done. Sometimes it's genuinely great set, thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah. Sometimes it's anywhere between. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we should that should be something we do outside of our own bubble. Show appreciation more, because too much negativity in that, and it doesn't. The person who gives the negativity doesn't look good anyway from their point of view, does it? So yeah.
So that's a yes then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, here's one for you. Yeah, and I know this certain person will have definitely done this. Right, or maybe not. That's the question I thought it was, so I'll take that back. I've just read it. No, that's not the question I thought it was. Right, okay. If someone Googled your DJ name, would they find that most of page one is positive links featuring you?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I've never looked. I've never.
Why? Who have you Googled, T?
Well, you never Googled yourself?
No.
What?
No.
No. Have you?
No. I thought I was just asking. Did you ever Google yourself?
Yeah, I haven't. No, have you?
I've never Googled myself in the respect for DJing. No, I have to try to for my athletics in the past, because obviously there's not a lot of that online. To be fair, because obviously it's pre-internet.
Right. Okay. So I've just Googled myself. Apparently, there's another DJ Envy in America.
There's thousands of DJ Envies, mate. There's thousands.
Well, no, apparently there's not. There's only two.
In the world? Never.
Well, that's what comes up. I'm on Google now.
You go onto blinking Facebook, and there's 1,000 DJ Envies.
Right. Is Envy's beard real or fake? That's the geezer in America. What a muppet. Right, DJ Envy homepage.
What Wongy's doing himself now as well. Look, you never Google yourself, but you have now. I would say yes to mostly positive, because I haven't received anything particularly negative or directly to my face or know about in the background. So I'd have to say yes. The thing is, to be fair, can you actually find anything on Google with you as a DJ? That'd be more of a difficult question, isn't it?
I'm trying to find something now. I'm trying to find it.
So as you say, if you can be found, if you exist to the word within Google.
Right, apparently there's DJ for UKG flavors. No, that ain't me.
See, another one.
I'm not on Twitter.
Well, there must be only one Wongy out there, DJ Wongy. I mean, that's unique, isn't it? Can't you find yourself, Wongy?
I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
DJ Wongy YouTube. Wongy's history Mixcloud.
So the answer is that if I could find myself, I'm sure there wouldn't be anything negative.
No.
Yeah, there's quite a few things on me actually.
Yeah, because your name's more unique. That's why.
Mine comes up with a big house in America and things like that. I don't actually.
Oh no, you're not going to believe this. There's another guy called DJ Te, spelled the same way as I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got no life, have we? Oh no.
Have I went DJ Te dance party or
what? My tester's gone.
That's it.
Yeah. I left the page, come back.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
What's gone?
My test, so I'm going to have to go through it all again now.
Go on quickly.
Right, okay.
Just get another question that we haven't answered before.
Right.
So.
Do you feel that you could convince a stranger that you're a real DJ in under 30 seconds? Hell yes.
Of course.
It's more a case of, do I have to wake them up from the coma I'll put them in because I'll be that bloody nervous?
Yeah, shut up, Mr. Rambler. Rabble.
Go back to your question before. If you put Dance Party 247 and DJ Te, I'd come up and I'd say there's nothing negative there. Just all good old mixes. So the answer to that question is nothing negative. No.
Yeah, so if I put DJ MV dance party, it would come up.
We come up that way, yeah. We'll find us that way.
All right, Mr. Wongy. Oh no, Mr. T.
Is it me? I thought it was Mr. Wongy.
No, it's
Go on then, Wongy.
Is there music you want to play in your DJ sets, but don't know how to mix it in?
No.
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 Not at all.
Right, moving on. That's done.
Next one. Okay, somebody did. Would you finish the links? Yes. Next one. Have you started DJing for the? Have you just started DJing for the first time?
Time recently? No.
No. Next one.
Do you feel like your talents are overlooked as a DJ?
No.
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me.
All right.
No.
When
do you network with? Oh, go on then. Sorry.
When choosing the next track, is the most important thing. When choosing the next track, is the most important thing for you finding something that will mix well?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, actually,
that's not all of it.
Yes and no, because it depends on the crowd as well.
Yeah, and it depends on the type of drop you want to do.
Yeah, I would say one, the mix is part of it. It has to mix well. I think that's a given. Yeah. But secondly, it's like, what track do you want to play? Where are you wishing to go? What track is going to work for the crowd? So, which is more important, like we said with the DJ Tutor on last week's podcast, which is more important, the music or the mix? Music.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But I would answer that question yes, but obviously we're taking that to a bit more level. Yeah.
Right, go on then.
T.
With me. All right. Okay. Would you be comfortable connecting your DJ gear up to a venue's existing system? I know many of our DJs would say no.
Mr. Wongy, would you?
I wouldn't be confident, but I'd have a go. Yeah.
No, that ain't what it asks.
Are you confident? Can you do it? I have no problem doing it. I've done.
No, I don't either. That would be. I'd be quite happy just to crack on.
I don't think it'd be that hard. I think it's that hard.
You know what?
Have you seen behind what goes on down there? Behind the decks, when you move the decks away, and what goes on behind there, it's very, 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 very busy.
There's a little man doing the job for you, like the telephone exchange back in the
day. All right, moving on.
I wouldn't be comfortable. No.
I
got one. Do you have a high quality website and at least 2 social media profiles?
I built a website. Of course, it's good.
Yes. The answer to that is yes. We all do. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it's, to be fair, there might become a question later on. We actually do more promotion for the brand than we do individually for ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that that's what we do. We do more branded PR and socials than we do for ourselves. And that's I must admit, I don't even send out links or anything for my shows or anything like that, because it comes to the end of the week and I ain't done it. Yeah, as if I was a DJ on another station, that's what I'd be doing all week. But I'm doing stuff for the
podcasts and all sorts.
I don't want to go into all the stuff that we do behind the scenes, but it's just like it's more of an afterthought for myself than it is doing stuff to make sure things are working or we got. I
mean, recently I haven't been advertising my shows. I literally been jumping on when I can get on, and I'll get Lady K to send a link out, and that'd be it.
Right, here's one for you guys. Right, okay. Would you be confident on DJing on any type of gear?
Yes. As we're both looking at Wongy. Yeah.
We know you'll do one end and you'll do the other end, the middle bit.
You can't do it.
I reckon I could play on most things. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would put that into a real life context, not a case of just doing it in your bedroom or for a show or anything like that. I would say if you're going to go live, my Achilles heel would be vinyl. If somebody says you're going to have to go vinyl, I would do it. But what I would do, I'd make sure I got the practice in and did it in enough tunes, or one way or another. I would practice to do that if I had to do that. I would feel less comfortable than the other 2 formats, but I would do it. So I'm confident enough to do it. I'm confident in my ability. So I've got everything else. I just need to get the tactile skills dialed in a bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yes, I could, but I wouldn't. I would be working. And
you wouldn't want to, would you?
No.
I'm confident on any bit of kit, really. because if you can mix on vinyl, you can mix on anything.
Out of the three of us, you probably have got all the bases covered more because you can do all three. Is why I struggle more with vinyl.
Well, I'm a legend. What can I say?
Doesn't make you a better DJ. Doesn't make you a better performer. I'll just give you a little bit of kudos. Don't run with it. Just take it for what it is.
Okay. Can you easily explain to people what style of music you play when you DJ? Yes.
Yes. Do you consider yourself to be highly rewarded? Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, you know what? Nowadays, if somebody doesn't know,
I've got a good one next.
You know what I would do? I explained it to one of the guys I used to coach as an athlete, and I tried to explain what deep house was, and I said, you know what? Just listen to this. They went, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But that's a modern world. You don't have to explain it. It's like, listen, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I want to read this one. Sorry. Have you made a mixtape, podcast, or radio show in the last month?
No.
I just thought the irony of that is just brilliant.
It should be, have you done one and done it well? No, absolutely.
So that's a yes, because we're actually doing a podcast about the test that's asking if we're done a podcast. So that's a yes.
Okay. Do you consider yourself to be highly rewarded financially for your DJing?
No. That's the one that bites the hardest for me.
Yeah.
I wish I was.
We wish. The answer is no. Yeah.
Most DJs wish they were, or if not more than what they are. So yeah.
Are you happy with the number of DJ gigs that you get offered?
No. Same question.
No.
Do you know how to play a main slot DJ set?
Yes. Right. Okay. Do you have a set procedure to follow when choosing what music to buy?
No.
The reason
that depends, isn't it? Depends if you're going for something specific.
I would say no, because I play multi-genre music. I don't just play garage. I play a bit of everything, not all at once.
Read that again to me. Read that question.
Do you have a set procedure to follow when choosing what music to buy?
Not to choose, no, because
that's what it says.
That'd be weird, because obviously the procedure would be go to the DJ pool that you're in and listen to the music. But in terms of the genre, it's just like, well, I want to play tech today. I'll go.
No, but it doesn't.
Tech house.
That ain't what it says. It says, do you have a set procedure to follow when choosing what music to buy? Well, yeah, I go online and I buy it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird question, that one, isn't it, to me?
I'm actually going to say no, because I
would say yes. I have a procedure. I go to the site that I want. I pick the music that I'm looking for. Then I do all the stuff that I need to do, key it and all kind of stuff, and then re-listen to it. That's all the procedure for me. But to choose the genre, it's like, well, what do I need to play, or what do I want to play?
It doesn't ask that. So, all right,
no.
We'll go with yes, because I go to Zip DJ, and I know that I need a main room set for Saturday, and I'll go through. My procedure is I download everything that I like, and then I go through it, and I'll narrow that down.
The way I would answer that is I don't accidentally down any music I don't need. Put it that way. Yeah, that's nothing I don't get that I don't need or specifically wanted. Yeah, I might change my mind about the tune.
Do you struggle with conquering DJ nerves?
No.
Do you have a system? I'll go on, T.
I was going to say no, nerves are good. Anyway, can you? Here's a good one. Yeah, can you manually beat mix?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Debatable, depending on how drunk you are.
Well, same goes for all of us, isn't it?
Oh, not for Mr. T. Don't drink.
No,
all right.
You haven't seen me online do a drunk set, because I have tried, and trust me, yeah, the answer would be no. I cannot mix. No, I cannot mix.
I can mix, just don't sound as good when you listen to it back as it did on the day.
It always sounded good at the time.
Yeah. Do you have a system for regularly discovering new music to DJ with? Yes, I get an email from Zip DJ when it says there's new music released. Simple as that. So yes.
You know what? Mine's just gone off. Take the test. Mine's just gone back to the.
Oh, so yours done what I done?
No,
Mine done that.
I just went to the next question and it went take the test.
Right. Have you been back paid for DJing in the last, at least once in the last year?
Have you been paid for DJing at least once in the last year?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, because we've been locked down.
Yeah.
Right, I've got one for us. Back the first question in. I have to catch up with all these questions, don't I? Right. Would you be confident in playing a? Here we go. This is gonna. Don't laugh. Would you be confident in playing a 4-hour or longer DJ set on your own?
I was just looking at that myself. Yes. yes.
Moving on.
Do you know how to use a microphone correctly? Now, we know some DJs don't. We know this, don't we? We know this. Yeah, I know how to use a microphone correctly.
Yeah.
Do you produce your own music?
Rewind. Yeah. Mr. I know there's a American DJ who used to DJ with us years ago. I can't remember his name now for the life of me. But he called you MC Envy, didn't he?
Was that the guy from Derby?
No, it was a guy from America. I can't remember his name now.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He used to DJ with us, but yeah, it was MC Envy. I just wonder why he got that impression that you like the microphone. That's all.
I have no idea.
No idea. Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to catch up.
All right.
Say me. I'm catching up.
Do you know how to set up a laptop for DJing and keep it running reliably?
Yes.
Well, yeah, just don't turn the freaking thing off. Yes, we do. Okay. Do you know what to do when people won't dance? Change the music.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So, yeah, we all know what to do. Right.
I've got one.
Hang on.
Do you?
Oh, have you recently? Hang on, this is a good one. Have you recently got back into DJing after a few years out?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I had about 6 months where I didn't have a mix. That's about it.
Hang on.
I would say regularly DJing.
All right.
Yes.
I've got one. I've got one for Wongy. This is brilliant. Could you set up a PA system and get it working with DJ equipment, microphone, and other external inputs?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance. Not a chance. You liar.
Well, it depends if it's like analog or it's like the old school system. Yes.
Here you go. Here we go. Here's another technical question. Do you struggle using EQ and volume levels to perform a smooth DJ mix?
No.
So
Do you struggle using EQ and volume levels to perform a smooth DJ mix?
No.
Yeah. Well, Envy never blends. I've never seen him blend. He goes chop, 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 chop. That's it. Bass. He might use a little bit of bass out. I mean, it's like, the two other buttons are called the top and the middle. Yeah. You can use those to blend as well.
But I don't have a problem doing it. Right,
I can do it.
You know what?
Do you?
What I say back on that, it depends on the music you're playing.
If you're playing garage, then it's all about
chopping. Yeah, it's all about.
Yeah, if you're playing main room dance, if you're playing EDM, it's all dropped. If you're playing like the main room dance that me and you play, T, you can do a bit of everything with that.
Exactly. Yeah. What I would say is, if you're playing sort of the melodic stuff, trance or the melodic progressive house, you wouldn't be chopping it. You're going to blend it more. Sometimes it's not even a drop. You have to blend it because there's no direct place where you would actually put a cue point in because it goes on and on and on and on. And think, well, how am I going to? It's 2 minutes before it gets to a drop. If that's I typically go on drops, I have to blend it because I'm not going to mix for 2 minutes. I'm going to blend it in.
Do you regularly record and circulate your mixes?
Yes.
No. Well,
we do.
Technically, we do. So yes.
Not across all. Not as good as we should, but yes, it is out there.
Do you produce your own music? Not yet.
Right.
Yes,
okay. I do.
Yes,
you've done a
Jingle Station as well.
So it says here, Do you have high quality photos and videos from any of your gigs?
No.
Well, I have photos from some of our gigs, but they're not high quality. So is that yes?
Well, we've got from Mindful and Halloween away.
No, I'm on about from back in the day. So I'm going to say yes because they're not high quality, but I do have photos. Yeah, we've done that one.
I've got some photos.
Here, Wongy. Do you know how Pro Club CDJs, record decks, and mixers should be connected up?
So again, do I know what?
Do you know how Pro Club CDJ, record decks, and mixers should be connected up?
Yeah, to my mixer.
No. They go through two mixers.
You can connect the two decks to each other, bypassing the mixer. You would do that. Why would you do that, Wongy?
What? Well, you go from that to the mixer.
No,
it's a channel.
If you're doing the audio, what it's saying is basically the two mixers, basically the two players. Sorry, so you got player 1, player 2. They are connected to each other, bypassing the actual mixer.
Right.
Because what you can do, you can sync them. You can put one USB in and play it on the other one as well. You can do master tempo off one against the other. Yeah, so basically they're linked, by a LAN wire. Yeah, it's basically just an internet cable.
I've seen that, yeah.
And the other big thing is in a club, you don't have one mixer. There's always two mixers running.
Yeah,
so your mixer will go into a mixer and then into the sound system.
Yeah.
So you'll have like a studio type mixer thing. There'll always be two mixers.
Yeah,
so yes,
the engineer will obviously have that preset or locked off or out the way, or even the room completely so no one can get to it. Yeah, so basically you can't blow the system in essence.
Right.
Here's what can you
No,
I can't either. Can you, Wongy?
Neither can Wongy.
Oh, for those that listen to this audibly, it was can you scratch? I forgot what you said. People listen to our voices. I'm scratching parts of my body. No,
I can't scratch. Wongy can't scratch. T can't scratch.
Can't scratch yourself.
Okay. Do you play? I'm gonna have a good itch. Do you play a musical instrument to make music? No. Unless you cast having a bit of as a musical instrument. Would you struggle playing a DJ gig with different musics to what you would normally play? No, sorry. Would you struggle playing a DJ gig that's different music to your normal style? No. Because I play multi.
Yeah. Sorry. Right, what's the scores then, guys? Scores on the doors, as they say.
Hang on, I just trying to catch up.
Right, okay. Right, when we get there, who do we think is going to come top? Who's going to come second? Who's going to come third?
I'm a little bit annoyed, right?
I think I come second.
I'm a little bit peed at myself.
Why?
Because I've got 9, 9, 9, 9, 7. So I'm a little bit peed about that.
Well, on that basis, I know who's won. I would know who's won.
It's you, innit?
Right, what's your score, Mr. Wongy? Overall score?
Just waiting for it.
Oh. He's got Abacus.
74.
74 on the doors, okay. Mr. Envy, it's between you and me.
84.
84, good effort.
What'd you get?
89. And I would say it's because I've done more mobile gigs. That's probably given me that little bit edge.
Yeah. I've never really done mobile stuff. Yeah. I've got 9 for gear, 9 for music, 9 for techniques, 9 for playing out. But I let myself down on promoting. I got 7.
We all do. I've got 10, 10, 9, 10, 7. 7
I got 6, 8, 9, 9, 6.
So 6 for gear. So say it again. 6. Next
6,
one was
8.
Music.
8 for music. Technique and playing out are 9s.
9.
Promoting yourself is 6.
6.
And you got a 6 for gear as well.
Yeah.
I would say so. That's pretty fair. Yeah. I'd say that's about right. I knew all three of us, the areas that they covered, promoting would be the one area that we all
suffer.
Biggest improvement. Yeah. You know what?
Right, hang on. It says here your overall score takes into consideration the way your individual competence scores translate into overall DJing success. A score above 80% is high. 40 to 80% is moderate, and below 40 is low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we put it to those classifications. I think Wongy's is the technical side of it. We're all short on the promotion. We understand that. The gear side of it, in terms of because basically he's just angry. It's like I got to go around to Wongy's and sort them out, or like
not again, Wongy, not again.
What's the easiest way to make sure this is Wongy proof? It's like those considerations in terms of your tech. But that's nothing against anybody, because we all have strengths and weaknesses in every area. I would be surprised if even many top DJs who've been around for years would get absolutely 100%. There's always an area to improve in. Yeah. I mean, some of those questions are actually affected by lockdown as well, because we would answer some of those differently if we were having gigs at the moment.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, I tried to answer them. There was 2 questions I answered in consideration with lockdown. Have you had a paid gig in the last year? Well, no. And the other thing, have you recently started DJing again after some time off? I answered yes, because it's true. I had. A year down the line, well, then I wouldn't answer it like that, would I?
So you get 2 marks back up there straight away, aren't you?
Yeah, so I would have got a couple of 10s. So I probably would be on the same score as you, T. In or around. Only because we can't play out at the moment, and I did have 12 years off.
Yeah, so what that says to me is the 2 things: is we need to get better at promoting ourselves and also our brand. We know that, and also I need to learn how to scratch. It's one area that it can add at the right time. It can add another dimension, but I've never had the need to do that. But it doesn't necessarily mean, like the DJ Tutor said, if you can actually go on vinyl and you can scratch and you can do all that kind of stuff, your skill level will just go straight up and you can charge more for it.
I might get some. I might see if I can purchase some scratch vinyl. They're like preset, aren't they? And they've got like different types of scratches on them. And practice for that. I might have a go.
If you count spin backs, I can do them.
But we all can do them.
Who's the king of spin backs?
Mr. DJ Simon himself. The legend.
Yes.
Thank you for watching and listening to the Dance Party 24/7 podcast. The test we took today is from thedjtest.com. We'll link it below, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.
See you later, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye.